And we're live, I think. Yes.
Hi.
This is the wood where you get what, Shabisky?
Wooded so good.
Yes, indeed.
Hard.
This is the Thursday show. It is February, what, 3rd? Yeah.
It's Gene
February.
Day.
It's,
It's the
it's,
fourth.
it's, yeah, it is. It's not the 4th.
Yes, it is.
Third.
I'm sorry, it is the third.
It's Thursday.
I
It's the
live
fourth.
in the future.
Coast, it's the 4th.
It's the
Yeah.
fourth.
The fourth dimension.
Well, it's the 3rd for me and Shabisky, and we're the host of the show, so it's our goddamn 3rd.
Get on our page.
And I
man.
cursed. I cursed within
Wow.
7 seconds.
What an idiot. You're fired. This is my show now.
I
But
think
you guys pushed me to the edge, and I try not to lose my head.
I think the concept of profanity is stupid.
The concept of profanity is stupid, you say?
Yeah. These random words that have little to no meaning.
Yeah, but
words you're not supposed to
okay,
say.
words have to have meanings where we can communicate, right? So there does, if you break it down, there has to be words that has to be vulgar, right? So, and it has to be used at certain times. So, profanity is not stupid.
I think
Well, I mean,
what you're trying to
there's
get
a lot
to
of
is
words.
policing
Yeah.
people's language is stupid. It's
Yeah.
not the fact of words fitting under the category of profanity. It's the profanity being filtered and everything from YouTube and everything, right? Or policed.
Well,
Right?
The problem is, like, there's a lot of words that have more negative meaning that aren't really considered to be slurs. They're the word like bitch or ass. So
Well, yeah, but I mean the way the world is, and I've always wanted to say language is fluid. Of course, I do believe words are fluid and all that shit. However, in this day and age, they'll just change it up real quick on your ass. Like, I mean, one day I feel like I could be sitting here talking about butter. Oh, butter's offensive to people who are lactose intolerant. Or whatever, milk. Or
Gene's
butter,
offended.
but, it's like, what?
75% of people are lactose intolerant.
Yeah, I mean, I was just being,
I know.
I wasn't being for real, John.
I know. It's
Because I don't like lactose intolerant people. I call them lactomos.
I know I was.
yeah, they're annoying.
They're lactomosexuals. But anyways, we're joined by John Morgan, of course. Hey, how you doing? We're joined by Two Guns. What's up?
Yo.
The blunder from down under, Mr. Red Eyes here, and he is intoxicated. Not on alcohol though.
He muted himself because I yelled at him and told him he couldn't talk. But it's okay. Pimp messed it up, and then Gene helped mess it up by adding on cuss words and acting like a gangster on the show.
Yeah,
I don't think I was
John.
acting like a gangster.
That's why you
You are
started
a
cussing.
gangster.
Shit.
Oh,
Okay.
by the way, if you've noticed, chat room and PIMPMUNK has got his new eyes.
Whoa.
Yeah, so
You're a very fetching man, sir.
I
Yeah.
am. I'm quite handsome.
Bet you could fetch a frisbee.
Oh, damn.
You fetching.
I
We'll be
can't
able
believe I'm
to
throwing too
fucking
far.
see it now, at least. Jesus.
He speaks.
Yeah, she speaks. I mean, he speaks.
Oh,
Shit.
Timmy's
John?
like 75%. That's higher than I thought. That's because only Western societies really domesticated animals for milk, and some Middle Eastern societies in North Africa. So, yeah, most of the world's population is lactose intolerant.
You know what I hate when you hear these vegans and shit? We're the only creatures on earth that drinks milk from other animals. That's horseshit, by the way. That is not actually true.
I mean, other animals don't do it past like infancy, and it's not a part of their like regular diet.
Bullshit again.
Which animals are consuming milk on a?
Put a bowl of milk in front of a cat and watch what happens.
Yeah, but they get sick. They can't digest it. They'll drink it, but
They
it's not a
can't
part of their diet.
digest it.
They get sick. You're not supposed
It
to.
is true. You're
feed
not
them
supposed to
milk.
actually give milk to
Yeah.
cats.
You're not supposed to, but people do. I'm just saying they will take it in. Just people.
Well, that's
I mean, you're,
semantics.
they are, but that is.
We shouldn't-
Wait a minute. There are. The first place is semantics.
Okay, but the point, their argument they make is that like other animals didn't evolve to do it, and their digestive systems did not evolve to drink milk.
But they did. Other animals didn't evolve to get on the internet, but they get on the internet.
I guess, but
I
it's
mean,
not natural. I guess.
You never see a fucking bear go into his cave and turn on an air conditioner, but they do. So I mean, that's a stupid fucking argument. We don't do what bears and cats and dogs do. We're fucking humans. We got thumbs and shit.
Okay, I don't think there's a problem with doing things that
You're
are unique to humans.
John.
What's that?
I'm just fucking with you. I don't even care about this subject. I'm just arguing for the sake of fucking arguing. John.
Well aware.
You're not aware of shit, John.
No, but I do think vegans make a good point that we probably should stop consuming meat. Not
Vegans
entirely.
need to
but-
Please-
suck on my meaty
Please,
dick.
please fuck off with that. You know why we're the apex predators on this fucking planet? Because we ate fucking meat and we got big lumpy fucking brains because of it, basically. In a nutshell, very simplistically.
Yeah, I agree that it is part of our diet, but I mean, like farming livestock, large cattle, it's really bad for the environment. Like factory farming, and even without factory farming, it's just there's billions of people, and the amount of methane and resources it takes.
Here we go with the cow fart thing.
Well, it's not just the methane they produce. It's also, look at the amount of water and feed that you have to provide these animals. It's just a huge
All right, here, John,
waste
let's
resources.
get down to the nitty gritty. If you stop farming animals like that, like we're doing now, they estimate that 1/3 of the world is going to starve to death. You pick the third that fucking starves to death then, mate, if we're going to stop doing all of that shit. We need to do it to feed people. That's the reality of it. And if we stop doing it, a lot of people fucking drop dead. Couple of billion.
I will say I do think that, but most places in America are very regulated, right?
Yeah.
I mean, our places are there's other places in other countries in other parts of the world that isn't regulated like we are. So I do disagree with how some places kill the cows and the pigs and stuff. It is cruel. But now, and I know people say, well, it goes on in America. Yes, it does. But a professional place is very, very regulated here in America.
Yeah, and my father and grandfather ran an abattoir for 30 years and 2 butcher shops. So I got a bit of an insight into this fucking industry. So, like I said, if we stop slaughtering cattle and farming cattle and just go to plant-based crops, people are going to die, and a lot of fucking people, because there will not be enough fucking food to feed people.
Well, I mean,
that's a fact.
I know there's nuance to it. I'm not making the argument that it's like black and white. We just stop eating livestock altogether. But I mean, we definitely don't need to be doing it to the extent that we are with factory farming. And there's a difference between like somebody having a farm and like using cattle to feed like people in a more like agrarian setting. But in the end, we are getting to the point where like if you did it immediately, like right away, people would starve to death. So you have to do it gradually. But I mean, there's other like animals like fish and insects that provide much more nutrients. And they
but wait a minute, but they jump on us for that because we've got because Mississippi is the catfish capital of the world, right? And we have catfish farms, and boy, we've had protesters down here for that shit and stuff too.
Well,
I don't agree with that. I think it's not perfect, but it's definitely much better than
you You're a jerk, Gene. You're trying to start the bug cost over there. Like, leave the bugs alone. You know how many bugs it takes to make one cow worth of meat? Okay? It's like,
Actually, you don't have to.
you know how many
eat that
bugs'
many.
lives have to be killed
When it comes to
to make
like,
one meal?
small, yeah, when it comes to small like bottom feeders
He
like
did
fish,
say insects.
like shrimp or like crickets and stuff, they contain quite a bit of nutrients, and you only need a small amount to get the amount that
You
you
gonna eat a
get in,
cricket a
their
day?
typical serving.
You seen the price of shrimp per kilo, mate?
Yeah,
Well, like,
I did.
that's
It's
just
it's
one
not
fish.
it's not
There's so many
fucking
different fish.
cheap.
Yeah,
So-
it's, yeah.
And
So
farming fish is not cheap either. In
So I
Australia,
think-
they farm. Oh, you go two guns.
I think there's a conflation here and a blurring of several questions that can be addressed
Yeah.
in various ways. There is, excuse me, there is veganism,
Mhm.
which I don't support as like in any authoritarian sense. If you that's what you want to do, fine, great, sure.
Yeah.
I'm a vegetarian, have been my whole life. I choose every day to stay one. You don't hear me talk about it. We're on the
Yeah.
subject. That's why I brought it up. It's the only reason,
Yeah.
right? And then there's like the broader big picture impact of farming in its current state. And then there's, I mean, when you talk about the price of shrimp, the price of fishing, you know, the meat shortages, if we were to just abruptly stop, you know, we're taking a lot of leaps with with multiple questions.
Yeah.
And you know, John loves coming at it from the broad picture,
Not
and
there's
which I'm not even I'm not even. It's not a criticism. You just
It
do it a
wasn't a
lot.
criticism.
okay.
I do too. I think it's a valuable perspective to take. But sometimes I've noticed with my own conversations, like sometimes it gets a little too heady, a little too high up, and it's like, oh, then you get your red eyes of the world going like, well, we can't. You know, what are you proposing? We just stop entirely? I'm like, no, didn't mean that.
I'm trying to specify.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
you get married who just wants to fuck with you.
yeah. Well, you know, it's a bunch of shit, man. The ecological impact of farming red meat, from what I've heard, ain't nothing to scoff at, and it's a question worth visiting in terms of like, okay, do we need is there better uses of the land that's needed to pasture cattle, for example, that would be more efficient, not less, toward feeding people? Maybe. Oh, and also contribute less to global warming and other issues, perhaps.
Mhm.
Maybe.
Well,
You know.
one thing we did in Australia is many years ago, they started bringing cattle out from England. And funnily enough, all the cattle that came from England went, oh, I'm going to drop dead now. And they just kept fucking dying and dying and dying. And then one day, some smart bastard looked at a zebu and then looked at this fucking cow and then looked at the zebu and went, you know what? I'm putting those two in a paddock. We're going to see what happens. And sure enough, zebu and cow had bebe. We call them drought masters now. And we just released them into outback Australia where there's 2/5 of fuck all to eat. And these things turn into fucking behemoths. Like, I've walked past one and I'm 6'3". I couldn't see over its hump. This thing was fucking huge. And it was over a ton of beef. And it's walking around in a semi-arid desert fucking place, and there's a herd of like several hundred of these fuckers. And then are all of these properties. So what we're doing is adapting to the conditions in Australia by selectively breeding cattle that have the traits that you need. And we needed a beast that could survive in really shitty, harsh conditions, but we also wanted to get a beast with good meat. So they crossbred this thing, ended up with this thing called a fucking drought master, and they're worth a lot of money each cow, and you get a metric fuck ton of beef off them because they're just walking fucking beef mountains. They're crazy big. So there's way to adapt to the new conditions, and these things are spread out on big properties, so it's not like the entire environment's being torn up by the hooved animals. The other alternative is to start farming native species, i.e. kangaroos in Australia. Would probably be a good idea to farm, and I do believe some Aboriginal corporations are looking into that now. So there are answers out there. John's got a point. The current model of just like how they farm pigs in Europe in no, and China, well, that one could argue that may have given birth to COVID because of all the animals in close proximity pissing and shitting on each other, and it just jumped species after species till it got to humans. Wet markets are bad ideas. Like butchers in the West are far more customer friendly when it comes to not giving you horrible diseases, and I'll leave it at that.
Check out my new hat, Pimp. Look.
Yeah.
You like
Is
it?
that like Woody's hat
Howdy.
from Toy Story?
It even has a little bandana.
Yeah, don't ever do that again.
What? Why? You don't like it?
No.
This town ain't big enough for the both of us, Pimpy.
With gear that size, you seem pretty small. I would think it would be.
Two guns,
Shut
you're
up.
underneath him. If you
It's-
uppercut really hard, you might hit Shabby in the chin. Just try it.
Howdy,
Damn.
partner.
Why
It's
don't
for
you take your cap off and just wear the small hat over your?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is for Jack.
Oh.
I got my cat a hat. You like that?
No, I don't.
Dude,
I
you
hate
need a-
when people put clothes on the animals.
The only reason I got it is for TikTok.
Uh,
You're
Some
gonna
dogs,
put
they
your cat on
actually-
TikTok in a humiliating outfit.
Yes, I'm gonna humiliate him for my gain. Yes,
You're so abusive, Chav.
yes.
Are you paying that cat? You better be buying that
No.
cat nice things.
He gets cat food, and that's good enough.
That's
okay?
Jack's money. You don't get to
No.
exploit Jack and then take
I'm
his
going
money.
to exploit the shit out of him.
Animal
Oh.
emotional abuse.
Cat
Mm.
slavery.
Can I exploit my cat and get it to do scenes from Scarface?
You can certainly try, but your cat might kill you.
Yeah, but PIMPMUNK, what about certain dogs that they need sweaters during the winter? Because they don't have
If
enough
it
fur
needs
and
sweaters,
everything.
then that should never have been bred.
That's not a
I
dog.
don't. That's not a dog.
That's the harms of domestic breeding.
Yeah, my
It
buddy had a
needs-
sweater like that
it
had
needs a-
freaking handles on it to pick up this silly little dog by a handle on its
It's
weird
not-
little jacket.
If it needs a sweater, it's not a dog because it hasn't got fur and it's been so far removed from its wolf ancestors that the wolves will just give it a mercy killing if they come across it. They just go, this is what they did to us. They started to fucking selectively breed. Look at what the fuck. And then they see a pug and they just go, right. And then they declare war on fucking people. And we kind of deserve it at this point after
It'd
what we've
be
done
a-
to dogs.
It'd be a Planet of the Wolves situation.
Yeah. And,
Well, to
and
be
you can't
fair-
blame them.
I don't really give a shit if people put clothes on. I just think it's goofy.
Yeah, cats and wolves chose to be domesticated.
Wolves.
Yeah.
I mean, they could.
What do you mean, what? Like,
They didn't choose to be fucking domesticated.
Mine signed the contract.
no,
Have you-
because what they believe, like anthropologists, is that we hunted like large animals like mammoths, and then eventually the wolves learned that if they just waited, they could have their share. So after humans would eat what they needed from the large livestock, the wolves would come in and eat the remains, and then gradually over time they assimilated into like the tribes. The tribes and the packs pretty much became one.
Guess
And,
who else assimilates dogs into their little social groups? Certain primates in Africa have been seen.
Yeah.
They have fucking dogs. They keep dogs in their fucking group, and they treat them well. They feed them. They look after them. They flea them, and basically they've done what we did,
They
but on a
steal
more
the
basic
puppies.
level.
Yeah, they steal the
seen
puppies. While
there's
they're
a
while the
TikTok.
babies.
there's a TikTok video running this rounds pretty viral, where this little monkey and this little duck are best buddies. It's so goddamn cute.
Aww.
It's adorable. It's like my penis and a vagina together. It's really cute.
Aww.
Yeah.
With
So
adored.
my
What?
streams where I've been doing like the kittens and carnage thing, I've been getting lots of vids in my feed with like a person who has a pet pig and a parrot, and the parrot and the pig's a friend. They have, like,
27 minutes. It took him 27 minutes to plug your show.
Oh, I'm not. We're talking about animals and animals being friends, and it's specific to that.
I have never had a guest on the show plug their
Oh my
own
God.
shit as much as you do.
Well, it's because I'm on with Shab, and Shab and I like do the show together. So usually
Yeah, but
it's
you
like,
never mention it.
well,
I'm ashamed.
you don't think he'll
I'd
he'll
rather
talk
not
about
talk
like,
I'm
oh,
ashamed.
on my
I'm ashamed. He said oh, you know, oh, how you doing?
yeah, but you don't think
Hey,
Shab will talk
John.
about how
I am admiring a female creature at the moment.
Gene, get the lotion. It's time.
Now, John, you can speak.
you don't think Shab will talk about how on his stream I was doing this with this person, or this person was like being let me tell you a story about this weird person in my chat. Like, you don't think Shab ever just talks about
No! Shab would never do that.
Well, it would be like somebody talking about like at work that this was happening. You don't think
No, we all do that. We all do
Yeah.
it, John, but just not quite as much as you.
that's an assertion?
28 minutes for him to say that word.
I'm
I
Gene.
don't know.
I'm going to insert something in you.
Oh, Gene.
Whoa, hey, whoa.
Oh,
whoa,
can I
calm
watch?
down.
John,
No,
you want to smell my beard, John?
No.
It
But in
smells
order
wonderful.
to definitively prove it, you need to go back to every stream that I'm on, and you need to edit out every time I mention it, and then you need to also edit out every time Shab mentions it, and then you need to calculate the average of everyone else on the show and how often they mention, like, oh, when I was streaming. So unless you do that, it's an assertion.
Or,
Well-
I could just say what I said and it'd be the fucking fact because I'm with you every fucking Thursday and everybody at the goddamn that watches this goddamn show knows that you do it, goddamn it. That's a goddamn mouth for rip your goddamn forehead off your goddamn face.
Oh, that
That's,
goddamn!
Anecdotal fallacy, Pimp.
Well, you know what I've learned today? That after taking 3 of those fucking Valiums, I really don't give a shit what John says at this point. Just, I'm going to go to the fridge and get some
I am a
snacks.
recovering parent. I cannot do that, so I have to be tortured by this motherfucker.
Oh, dude, it's like, you know what? I'm kind of coming around. It's like I'm looking forward to the next booster shot. Get to take more fucking pills. It's like, wee! I hope COVID never stops at this point. It's like, wee! I'll get high every 3 fucking months. It's like, we're gonna hope they bring boosters down to like every week. I just go down and give them
Every week.
yeah, just back the truck of valves up in my fucking house, and I'll just dive in almost like I'm like fucking Pac-Man.
Waka waka.
Waka waka.
Waka. Oh, fuck me. So, John, John, what kind of beverage are you enjoying? Hot chocolate or coffee?
It looks
Coffee.
like hot chocolate.
Nope, it's coffee. With
Yeah.
muscle milk in it.
Oh,
You know what I've been doing sometimes lately? Fucking coffee and hot chocolate together. Little
your muscle
homemade,
milk is
homemade
small.
Dunkachinos. Some good
Ooh.
shit.
Well, it's also espressos. That's why it's probably got that
Yeah.
later brownish color.
Is she
I
fart?
found my way back from the kitchen. That's quite amazing.
She
I didn't think
queefed.
I'd make it.
She
Uh,
queefed.
Did you leave part of your jaw behind, or are you okay?
Muscle melt.
That's the.
It's
the
bigger than
power.
yours.
Yeah, hers is bigger than yours, Gene.
I just wanted to prove that. Sorry.
Head
Damn.
balls.
I'm Gene.
August is trying to get me to make a hamburger from an animal on the coat of arms. That's rude.
Kangaroos are dickheads.
That's racist.
Oh
I
damn.
would be
What's good?
terrified to live in a place where there were kangaroos. Those things are so much bigger than I thought they were when I was a kid.
Well, there's different
Oh.
species.
They're strong and they're clawed, and hell's motherfucking no.
They're aggressive.
Well,
They can be aggressive too, right,
Nah.
man?
there's so many different species. There's these things called patty melons. They're like the size of a very small dog, and
Yeah.
they're nothing. Greys get to be fairly big, but it's the big red kangaroos that will
It
fuck
wasn't
your
muscled
shit
up
up.
ones.
They
That's
have
the muscled
huge
up ones.
biceps.
Nah,
Yeah.
the muscled up motherfucker is called a wallaroo. Those things look like they just spend all fucking day in the gym. But here's the cool thing about wallaroos is they're one of the few kangaroo species that mate for life. So they find a mate, and that's it. They spend that entire life with that mate breeding. And if the mate dies, usually the other one will drop dead too.
Oh, really?
And they're really cool. They've got a darker, really dark coat on them with sort of nearly a orangey red chest. And their fucking arms, like big reds are big, but wallaroos are just fucking hulks.
Are they
I'll try
scary?
and find an image.
Do you steer clear when you see one, or I saw a video, and I don't know if this is a rare occurrence, but this freaking kangaroo was like kicking at and trying. It was like testing the glass on somebody's house.
Oh yeah, they will fuck your shit up. Like big reds and greys can get quite aggressive. The males, like I've been shooting one. I don't like, but I wounded one and I went to give it a mercy killing, and as I approached it, it was growling like a fucking dog, trying to fucking crawl at me to have a go. It was going to fuck me up if it got near me, so I had to just. They growl like fucking dogs. Like, don't ever think they're cute, cuddly little critters. The ones that you get at animal sanctuaries are conditioned and somewhat tamed compared to a wild. And don't ever approach a wild kangaroo. Seriously, they'll
Aren't they bigger
break
than
your
me?
guts. Yeah, they'll stand like I'm 6'2" and a big red kangaroo will tower over me. I'll just look up and go, oh fuck.
No. I'm only 5'4".
So where's an image?
Yeah.
Where's a good one of a wallaroo?
I'm looking this shit up now. No, I'm not.
That's a pretty good one. They're not nowhere near as big as a red, but just their muscle distribution is just they're like the pit bulls of the kangaroo world, basically. They're just fucking little chunks.
Somebody got a t-shirt on one. I only got pictures and somebody got a damn t-shirt on
Right,
one.
so here's a good one of a wallaroo. I'll put that in.
Oh, the babies. Oh, damn.
Actually, I'll just send Shab a link in a DM if he wants to pop that up on stream just to give people
He's
a look.
got some back
I
leg
sent you a
muscles.
video raising
you
a guy feeding a kangaroo.
Holy shit.
I
know like wallabies, which are in like the same family, like if they're being chased by a predator, they have this instinct where they'll take their like young out of their pouch and drop it as a sacrificial lamb. So then the predator, like the dingo, will start eating their child so they can escape and get away.
They've got a pretty unique reproduction system, kangaroos. They can actually put an embryo in stasis while it's developing. If water dries up, conditions go bad, they will just literally put the fucking embryo in stasis for an extended period of time, and when conditions improve, the pregnancy will continue. And they can also, as soon as they can give birth to one, they'll start the development of another embryo. They've got a really, really weird reproduction system. And don't even get me started on fucking platypuses, because it's just like, What the
Platypi.
fuck? If God's real, what the fuck were you thinking with this shit, dude? Like seriously, we need to talk about the platypus because what the fuck? How high were you? Where's the crack? Can I try some? It must be really good because you think of a platypus. Think about it. It's got a duck's fucking bill. It's got webbed feet. The fucking back feet, they're just facing the wrong goddamn fucking way. And the males have got venomous spikes coming out of their back legs, which if you get stung by it, you know pain on a level that not many people will fucking ever know.
Oh, and they don't have nipples, so they just kind of sweat the milk. They just like
No,
excrete it out.
not true.
Oh.
Not true. In the pouch, there are nipples, and what happens is the baby kangaroo will go and attach
No,
on
I'm
it.
talking about the platypus.
Oh, the platypus. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, the platypus. You're right. It literally just secretes milk from its chest. Apparently,
Splits it. It's weird.
It's weird. But the kangaroos have got. And here's what happens to a baby kangaroo. It crawls into the pouch. It's got to crawl up from where it's born, basically up the fur tail, into a pouch. Find a nipple and then it attaches to the nipple, and then the nipple will then swell up and just seal itself in the kangaroo's mouth. It can't let go once it's attached. And it's like this little pink fucked up thing, and it just starts to grow rapidly. But I don't know if Shabby showed the pic of the wallaroo, but they're,
Oh, is it just
they're
a
just-
pic? Oh, I thought it was a video. I was gonna tell you I don't want to play it because it might accidentally mess up. But if it's just a picture,
yeah, it's just a still pic.
I don't want the thing
And it's
to
just
crash.
they're just a grey looking dude. They're not as big, but like when you look at how wide they are across the shoulders and their hind legs and just the musculature of them, they're fucking chunks. But beefcake. But patty melons are cute. They're like fucking 1.5 feet tall, and the farmer out west, he gets annoyed with them, pulls his pistol out and just starts shooting at them because they keep eating his wife's rose garden. Luckily, he's a shit shot, and he never shot one while I was there. And he tried about 50 times.
I do know, what is it, like, platypuses and echidna, like, they're part of, like, the family Ornithidae, or I forget what it's called, but it used to be very common, so there are a lot of animals that were, like, mammals laying eggs, and it had all these, like, convergent traits where they kind of looked like they were, like, hybrids between, like, birds and mammals, so, if
yeah,
all those
I'm sure-
animals didn't go extinct, we probably wouldn't think of it as that unusual.
Yeah, I'm showing it on the screen. You guys can't see it because I'm not sharing it on Discord, but I'm showing it on the YouTube screen.
And I sent you another link, and the third picture down is the wallaroos that we get on the property where I go. They got a lot of like orangey red fur in them, and they're just really, really cool critters. Their tails are extra thick. It's just, yeah. And instead of getting tall, they just turned into fucking chunks.
I know the smallest species in that family that kangaroos and wallabies are in, it's known as the quokka. And I think they're only... Yeah, look up, Shab, look up what a quokka is.
You like quokkas, don't you?
You like big quokka?
You like them big old quokkas.
Big
I
veiny
mean,
quokka?
they are indigenous to this island that's off of the west
Who you
coast.
calling a quokka?
Those animals that are on this island off the west coast of Australia.
All right. Now I'm going to send Shob a picture of what we call a paddy melon.
No, Hulk Hogan, Carl. It is a sexy beard.
Bird.
There's a good paddy melon pic, so I will send this to Shob.
And
Patty
by the way,
melon?
Go ahead. Patty melon. I like
Patty
patty
melon.
melons.
I bet that's a good fruit. Sounds yummy. A patty melon.
Well, yeah, there is a fruit called a paddy melon, but these little dudes, like, it kind of doesn't make sense that we're not keeping some of these indigenous animals as pets because they do domesticate, and these little fuckers are fucking great. Just think of a kangaroo that comes up to your kneecap.
Oh, really?
It's just they're tiny, dude. It's just like the exact opposite end of the scale of a big red. It's just like these are little tiny fuckers.
Hey,
Yeah, I
cute.
bet that could be a cool pet.
Yeah, and then you get kangaroo mice, which are just think of a mouse with kind of kangaroo legs. And
Really?
yeah, little kangaroo mouse. So that's probably the real low end of the scale is the kangaroo mouse.
Yeah, the deer, I think it's mice or deer mouse is a cool thing. It's a tiny little deer. It's like, if I remember right, it's the smallest species of deer, and it's like this tall or something. It's a tiny little thing. It's like the size of a cat or something.
Yeah, just Google kangaroo mouse, Shabby, and show them a picture of that. It's got big ears like a fucking rabbit. It's got these huge hind legs like a kangaroo, and it's got these short little stumpy fucking paws and this really long tail. It's
Gene wants.
basically a micro. It's like someone said, I like rabbits, I like kangaroos. Yeah, I wanted a tiny one, and went "Ew," and made these little bastards.
Yeah, showing what John.
And
Moore
guess where?
shit.
And guess where you can fucking find them, Shab? Fucking Nevada, of all places. It's a jumping mouse native to the deserts of southwest United States, predominantly found in the state of Nevada.
Oh, I think I may have had one of those at one point that my cat brought in. It's a kangaroo. Yeah, I think I actually. Now that you're saying this, a kangaroo mouse.
Yep, and we got something similar
Yeah.
over here, but
Yeah, I'm pretty. Yeah, I'll show it. Yeah, one day one of my cats brought one of these guys into the house, and I was just like, holy shit! And I don't remember what happened with it. I don't remember if it like died or what. I think it was fine, and I let it go or something. But it was remember. Yeah, these
Now,
are.
what do
ate
you
it.
think? What do you think of people that claim that cats haven't actually been domesticated?
all right. Have you ever read the book How to Tell If Your Cat's Trying to Kill You? Because I fucking have, and that book's accurate as fuck. Those cats aren't domesticated. All right, dogs are domesticated. When let's just, and I'll give you an example. When you're sitting around and you drop dead, your dog, more often than not, there are exceptions to the rule, of course, but that dog will mourn your death. There have been documented cases where was it, I think Great Danes or something, their master died, and these two dogs would just all day, every day, sit at this dude's gravesite. Wouldn't fucking move. Just wouldn't move.
So
Cats, on the other hand,
yeah.
5 minutes after you expire, they will start eating your face.
Well, I mean, that doesn't have anything to do with whether they're domesticated or not. I mean, like cows and horses are domesticated. Even certain like plants are domesticated.
Domesticated animals do not see you as a fucking potential food source. Just saying.
Well, I mean, the qualification.
That's my opinion.
Well, I mean, the qualification for what's a domesticated animal and what's a tamed animal are animals that are bred for a certain purpose. So cats have been bred by humans to the point where they've have different genetics compared to the African wildcat that they were domesticated from. So, like, horses were domesticated to ride, so they have stronger backs than like the initial wild horses. So,
here's what I was talking about, the deer mouse. I'm gonna show on the screen real quick.
Deer raisins mouse.
If I remember correctly, it's the smallest species of
How you doing?
deer, and it's freaking tiny, little tiny thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Australia we
Deer
call
mouse?
Yeah, deer mouse. It's
Deer
this-
mouse can
or not
carry
a deer
hantavirus.
mouse, a deer. Yeah, it can carry what?
Hantavirus.
Well, so can you. Should we treat you like something's wrong with you? Huh? What the fuck,
If-
Raisin?
If I start being commonly known to carry hantavirus, yes.
Well,
You
It would probably be wise for your health if we were going to be around the same.
Being racist against deer
okay.
mice.
well, in Oz we got the Spinifex hopping mouse, and they've actually got a pouch, and they'll migrate up to 15 kilometers towards rain, which is, and if you see the size of these little motherfuckers, that's a pretty impressive fucking haul. 15 fucking kilometers just to get to water. That's hardcore.
Yeah. I got a little mouse dick.
Is it like a tail? No, tail.
They
It
got
hops.
pills. They got
Hops.
pills for that.
Whoa.
It hops too.
Now, in Tom and Jerry,
Wickle, wickle.
I always wanted Tom to win.
Really?
So I like pets better than mice, and yeah. I think like Jerry always was always the victor. I think they should have had like a final like episode or whatever, or final short where like Tom just murders Jerry. He catches him,
Well-
straps him down, and just tortures him, and there you go.
Did you root for the coyote and Sylvester?
Yes, the Roadrunner. He was a little shit.
Oh, look,
Who's
I
an
remember
asshole?
when I was
Did
a
you want Tweety
teenager.
Bird to get eaten too?
What's that?
Did you want Tweety Bird to get eaten too?
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
not Tweety. Sylvester was kind of a piece of shit.
No, Tweety was a dick, dude.
Yeah, Tweety was a dick and deserved to die, but I remember there's a
He's a
t-shirt
cheeky little
shop
bitch.
when I was a kid, and they had this fucking shirt, and it was the best, and it was the Roadrunner was finally caught by the coyote, and the coyote was fucking the Roadrunner, and it was just,
Beat this bitch.
I want that shirt so fucking badly.
Yeah.
My mother did not approve of the fucking potential purchase because I was like 14 at the time. I went, Mum, I really need that shirt, and she just looked at it and went, no, and I went, but Mum, it's the coyote, and finally got the Roadrunner. And it's like, Mum's just like, yeah, no. And I don't think we ever went back to that t-shirt shop again until I was old enough to just buy my own shit. And then I bought a whole bunch of fucking shady shit shirts from that place, and I'm pretty sure would be illegal now.
Be breaking the PC laws.
Oh, look, I had a shirt called Dope Busters, and instead of the Ghostbuster signal, it just had a pig with a police hat and a baton, and then the big circle with the cross through it.
Batten.
And I used to wear that to blue light discos, which were run by the police, and they did not take kindly to that shirt for some reason. I don't know why.
That's a mystery.
Yeah,
wanted. This is how fucked up I was as a kid. I always wanted Tweety and Sylvester to get together and kill the old woman.
Granny.
That's what I
That
wanted.
would have been a good episode.
that's a little
Short
dark,
I'm
but
gonna send you after the show.
Do what, better?
I said that I have a short. I'm gonna send you after the show.
I got something short on to send you too.
No, you're gonna send it.
I don't. Yeah. Sure.
Make sure to send it back so I can put it back on.
John Morgan, you got bitch tits.
Yeah.
They're pecs.
They're pecs.
What?
Pet.
I mean,
that's an assertion, John.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
You should start a porn site because you got glasses and kind of pecs
They're
and specs,
pecs.
man.
You can do
Texas.
that now.
Yeah, but I ain't got no pecs though.
Well, work on it.
I just got fat.
you got exercise.
Lick my goddamn crack, John.
Lick his crack, John. Get in there.
Turn-ups.
What
I
about
will
what?
murder you.
I'm
I'm losing weight though, so we're all good. Hey there, Papa. By the way, I need some tips tonight. I need to like triple that go, actually. Yeah. I just left the go from the other day, but needed triple that go. So do it. God damn it.
Damn
I'd
it,
really
Bobby.
like a pizza right now. Pepperoni pizza. That'd be good.
Yeah.
That would be great. Fuck it. I want 2 pepperoni pizzas. What the fuck?
Shit, get one for me while you're at it.
3 pepperoni pizzas it is.
Get me a pizza too and a fork, please.
Pizza too.
I'm going to get
You shut up.
4 pizzas and no fork, and I'm going to gently hand one to 2 guns. And then I'm going to throw one at your fucking head at Mark 3.
I'm going. Ah.
You're gonna railgun a pizza pie into Shabisky's face.
Fucking A. Actually, no, I want to get it so it's like spinning flat towards him. So as it hits him flat in the face, it wraps around his head as well. That'd
Oh.
Ooh.
Dad, I want pizza.
You can have one. There we go. So we're getting 5 pizzas. We're going to lob one at Shabby's face. At Mark fucking 3. No, fuck it, Mark 4.
Is he gonna clean it off with a fork and knife?
No, he's going to be out cold after it hits him at that velocity. He's like, that
I think you're
pepperoni
gonna
is going to be
remove
like
him.
shrapnel.
I think you would
Right.
remove him from space and time at that velocity. I'm pretty
Raisin,
sure.
you should try that new bofa burrito.
Not again.
Huh?
I don't like burritos, and I
What's
don't.
wrong with you,
And you have
Whammon?
to come up with a new word because yours is like a trofa.
Bofa. No, bofa burrito.
I'll
Being
eat
real.
burritos if
What? What
You-
like they're
person?
available. But
Do you
it's
like
not
both?
something-
Morgan wants your bofa burrito.
Jumbo, do you like bofa burritos?
Yeah, I'll eat them if they're available, but I'd rather.
Oh, come on.
So you like both of these nuts then?
Oh dang!
Oh.
Chicken enchiladas for the fucking win. Come on.
Well, bofa means both of these nuts.
Damn.
I get it.
Top 3. Like
I get it.
life for nuts.
No, we had a Mexican restaurant here, and the owner of that restaurant actually took the time to travel to Mexico for an extended period of time, learnt to cook authentic Mexican food, and then bought a whole bunch of stuff to just hang in his restaurant. And it was one of the coolest Mexican restaurants on the Gold Coast. It was called The Jungle, and the food was fucking incredible, and it was legit authentic Mexican cuisine, not the pretend shit that most of the restaurants around here do. That stuff was good. And chicken enchiladas are a gift from the gods. Holy shit, they're delicious.
Yeah. I like tamales.
Tamales are good. We're going out for tamales, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if I ever come to the States, I'm gonna leave a fat bastard.
One of us. One of us.
Dude, I'm like 70 kilos if I'm lucky on a good day. So I want to leave America at about 120 with a heart condition.
Oh yeah.
We can do that for you.
You're gonna be like late stage diabetes when we're done with you.
Well, one thing I wanted to do is do all the ballparks. From what I understand, your baseball parks, they've all got their own special hot dogs. So every team's got their own
They
like
do.
mascot hot dog. And some of the things that I've seen served up in some of those
But-
stadiums, just like, oh, dude, I got
Now,
to
here's a
try
little,
that shit.
here's a little trick though, and Ray, anybody, most of these people will know this too. Most good convenience stores, you can make your own baseball park dog.
Mm.
Yeah, it's the atmosphere of being at a game, though. That the whole thing, I want to just drink that whole thing in because it is. I live in Australia, and every time I see big baseball games, that shit's a spectacle. That's like Roman Colosseum fucking levels of fucking shit
Yeah.
going on, dude. It's awesome.
I don't like
No.
sports really, but I've been to a few baseball games, like with like a posse of friends and family. It's a blast. It's a
Mm.
blast. Doesn't
Fun.
even matter how your team does. Well, to me, it doesn't matter how the teams do. I'm just chilling,
And
overpaying for beers and snacks, having a good time.
And Baltimore baseball isn't very popular because the Orioles kind of suck, and the Ravens are a pretty decent football team.
Yeah,
So
a good team this year.
everyone in Maryland is a big football fan.
And you guys do this thing, tailgate parties at football matches and shit, where everyone just basically lobs up in a pickup truck and then just starts to assemble these obscene grills and fucking things where they're basically spit roasting entire beasts, and they're just everyone's in the car park just yeehaw and having a fucking great time. It's like,
Yeah,
That's
some
how-
people even go to the parking lot. Don't even get to go to the game because they ain't got tickets, but they go and hang out in the parking lot.
I mean,
Does it
yeah,
in
but it's a
Australia.
fucking cookout. Why not?
Yeah.
Doesn't Australia have its own variation of football?
oh yeah, we got a couple. Local level leagues actually really good. The A level stuff now, you got to pay big bucks to get in the stadium. It's just commercialized shit. But at a local level, you see some up and coming talent play, and you see some really hard games for it because they want to fucking win. Because they're not playing for money.
Yeah.
They're playing for a fucking grand final trophy at the end of the year, and they probably get a couple of $100 a week to train. They're not like professional sports people. Hello, you furry little bastard. What do you want? What? Don't you like sports? Yeah, I know.
Wow.
Now,
What
what
do
do
you-
you think of people who like root for a sports team outside of their own like state or whatever because their sports team sucks? It's like I don't know. I think it's
It ain't
kinda-
always because their team sucks. Sometimes like me, we don't have a pro team.
Yeah.
And,
When I was, yep,
yeah.
Pimp's right. When we were growing up, we didn't have any Queensland teams representing in the New South Wales Rugby League, which was the fucking big one.
Mhm.
And that shit back in the 80s, like, wasn't big money, but if you go and watch, there's a series of games called the State of Origin, and they basically get players from New South Wales and Queensland to put on different coloured jerseys and then go out in the field. And in the 80s, before they started to regulate the sport heavy, the ref would go "Bert" with the whistle, and then you just see these two walls of players run at each other, ignore the fucking football, and start an all-in brawl. And these dudes would play on the same team usually, but then in State of Origin, they'd be versing each other. They'd beat the fuck out of their friends. There was this one move. You're familiar with the rugby scrum? There's 3 rows, so there's 3 really big motherfuckers at the front. Then you got 2 big motherfuckers on the second row with a smaller dude in the middle. And then at the back, you got the other guy. And what they used to do is just get this smaller guy swinging off the shoulders of the big guy, and they'd just fucking lash out with their feet and kick people in the face. And, oh, dude, it was fucking brutal shit. 1980s State of Origin, Crusher Cleel, players like that, holy fucking shit. It was blood sport.
But regarding like people rooting for a team outside their state, like I'm talking about people where it's like they have a team like allocated to their town. It's not like they grew up somewhere else or they're rooting for another team that they rooted for when they were younger. I'm talking about people where it's just like, hey, let's pick one of the top teams and just root for that. It's like what's the point?
You mean like someone who switches teams depending on the year?
Yeah, they just root for whatever.
Call
the
that a
winning
front
team-
runner.
Yeah. They want to like root for the winning side.
There's a very specific name for that in sports fans. It's called front runner.
Well, I'm not a big sports fan.
Which
Sounds
has got
just
no
like
loyalty.
A poser.
How am I a poser if I admit
No,
that
it
I'm
sounds like a poser.
Yeah,
I'm talking
yeah.
about the front runner person.
not? Yeah.
Just switches team.
Well, they also call fair weather fan.
And then there are people that do that with like politics where it's like they just try to root for the candidate regardless of their political affiliation, whichever one's winning. And it's like,
Yeah.
That's a light way to put it, Pimp. See, Philly's brutal. Like we would only call somebody a fair weather fan if like you only root for the team when they're winning. Like so, I only root for Philly. Like so, the for here, the example would be like I only root for Philly teams, but I only go out and give a shit and act like I'm a fan when
Mhm.
otherwise, like, and that's probably a Philly thing that we make the differentiation because there are a lot of people who do that with the Eagles. Like, they'll only like them when they're doing well, and as soon as they start to flop, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of like what's the fucking team you follow with the green and gold jersey or green and yellow jersey, Pimp? Is it Green Bay?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Packers.
Well, I like those dudes, and here's why I kind of follow that team, just because Pimp likes them. But they've also got a similar colour jersey to the Australian national team. That's one reason I just follow them. It's just like, oh, they've got a cool colour jersey, kind of looks like the Aussie one. That'll do. Not that I really am, not that I'm totally invested in them, but it's like, oh, they got up. That's fucking great. Or it is, yeah, it is what it is. People just fucking follow shit because we're weird and we're human beings and we do really strange shit.
We do. Now I mean, Green Bay is like a good way from here, but I started rooting for Green Bay when I was a small kid because that's where my biological father lived. And then I just became a fan for real over the years. That's how that happened. So, and I'm a hardcore Green Bay Packer fan.
Speaking of teams, really quickly, I just want to touch on what I saw today. Apparently, the Chinese are going to be fielding a hockey team in the Winter Olympics. You might want to go and have a look at some of those players in the Chinese team.
Are they
They're
selected at a
fucking
young age and genetically engineered?
no. It's totally you're not going to pick this. They're not fucking Asian. They're not Chinese. They're fucking Canadians. The Chinese have somehow done a deal with fucking old mate Trudeau and arranged it so I don't know if they've given these guys Chinese citizenship or whether they've done a special deal with the Olympic Committee or whatever the fuck. But I saw photos of the Chinese team. There's like a couple of Chinese guys, and then there's this dude. He looks like a Viking warrior. He has got fucking long hair, and yeah, he looks like he's a Viking. He is definitely not ethnically Chinese, not even close. And there were several dudes that were definitely Caucasians there. What the fuck?
I know
Like
that
seriously, they're not even Chinese dudes, and they're playing on the Chinese team in the Winter Olympics.
yeah, China will do things like with the Olympics. They'll take like kids at a very young age that have like the build or the genetics for that specific sport, and then they pretty much the government takes care of them, and like at as young as possible has them doing all these special stretches. They give them a specific diet and all these supplements and stuff like that. And then they'll
steroids. Don't forget the fucking steroids.
Yeah.
Their legendary swimmer is still fighting shit. Remember what he did? The IOC went and collected blood samples off him, and then him and his fucking goons grabbed all the blood samples and smashed all the vials so they couldn't fucking test it because he had so many steroids in his system that the lab probably would have fucking blown up, and they fucking knew it. And if you saw an Australian athlete refused to stand on the podium with him at the last time the guy actually swum and annihilated people, the Aussie dude just went, he's a fucking drug cheat. Fuck that guy. It was like, good for you for having a backbone. So,
Real quick, guys, what are we doing the second hour, Miss?
We demand.
That's right. That's when I tell you to give us money, you do so. In the description below, we have a Patreon. Join that Patreon, $5 above, get your movie nights with us, stuff like that. Our next movie night is not this Saturday, but next Saturday, the 12th. We will be doing, what was we going to watch again? I forget.
I just sent it to you.
John
John Hughes.
Hold on, you sent it to me too.
Weird Science.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
oh, fuck
You coming, Red? You coming, Red?
That was
Yeah.
directed
The
by the
Rock?
guy. Yeah, that was directed by the guy who did Breakfast Club.
Yep.
I
I just
need
said.
Can I get a sponsorship for 44-gallon drum of lube? Because I'm probably going to fucking need it during that movie. Kelly LeBron. Holy shit, that woman.
It would be like with the writing, they had like no clue what they were doing, so they're
Fuck
just
the
like,
writing,
oh,
John.
fuck it.
It's got Kelly LeBron
Yeah,
just
I know.
looking hot. Who gives
your
a
favorite.
shit?
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that like you could tell that they were just like, okay, like what do we do now? It's like whatever. She has godlike magic powers.
Yeah,
There you go.
It's a good movie. It's a funny ass movie. It's cool.
Yeah, it was.
big movie in my childhood. I loved it.
Look, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Pretty in Pink. There's a whole bunch of movies made by the Rat Pack and Associates that were actually.
John, what's his name? John, the director.
John
John.
His name.
John.
Yeah.
He did another one that I loved, and that was "Can't Buy Me Love." I love them.
He did a
That's
16
corny
Candles.
romantic.
I will punch you in your pussy.
You can certainly try.
I will enjoy doing it.
I think that's what this generation needs is a bunch of movies that they can really sort of just get into, like Pretty in Pink. Between Pretty in Pink,
a 2x4 against their fucking head. That's what this generation.
nah, they just
don't even
need
think that
something to fucking.
They
associate with
have
them.
nothing, no, dude. Okay, I mean, I honestly believe that these kids today are lacking because there's nobody out there with a vision.
Well,
Like nothing's good. The most original thing they come up with the last few years is mumble rap, and everybody hated that.
I think the problem with like millennials and the younger generations is that
Aren't
But you really
millennial?
can't. You really can't
What?
throw millennials in there now because millennials are now the
well,
older
I'm
crowd.
like millennial and like I'm saying my generation, like kids around my age,
Yeah.
I found were really spoiled and pampered and sheltered,
Yeah.
and like everyone's special.
Yeah,
And
you
the
guys started that
Entitled.
everybody gets a trophy thing and shit
Yeah.
like that. It's fucking stupid.
and the problem is that and the thing is they're never wrong, so they're like everything's an opinion. 2 + 2 = 4 is an opinion, like so that bullshit. And the problem is that like with like student loan debt crisis, like college is more expensive than ever before. The housing crisis, like the economy and like the overall state infrastructure is against them. So they have it a lot worse, and it's a lot harder for them to really move out and become independent because of that. So the odds are against them there, but they also were raised to be really entitled and bratty. So you
And
you
blame
have this,
every generation before them and not take responsibility for their own fucking stuff.
Mhm.
Have
Yeah, Jane.
accountability and extremely entitled.
Fucking
and
Jane.
one of the
Not
things I know,
everyone, but
yeah, one of
too
the
many.
things, yeah,
And
one
it's
of the
not just, it's like bled up into Gen X too. I've seen a lot of people our age starting to adopt a really lazy, entitled attitude. It's
Yeah, but
infecting.
Gen X is known to have that, like, I don't give a fuck kind of attitude, though.
Well, one of the things like I noticed when I was in like college is that there are a lot of kids that their parents would pay for them to be there, and it's like even though like maybe they're like they'd work a part-time job making a couple hundred a month, it's like in their mind they're moving out at the age of 18 and shit like that, and the parents support that kind of delusion. And then on top of all that, it's like they go to school for all these humanitarian degrees, or I knew kids that would like choose like certain STEM fields like me. I'd be in similar classes as them, and they have this like attitude like people who don't go to college are just worthless and stupid. But then the classes are too hard for them, and they'll say things like, I remember the kids that would say, oh, they just study last minute and get straight A's. They either would switch their major to something else, and then all of a sudden they're a creative type, or they would go to school for or they would just drop out. And then once they drop out, college is stupid. And it's like, well, wait a second, I thought that you were a genius that would study last minute and get straight A's, and anybody who doesn't go to college is stupid. Then you drop out, and then college is stupid. Or they would Well, I think it. Yeah, it
I'm
depends.
joking.
Like,
Gene,
I know.
Gene, shut up. Somebody way more interesting is here. Landon! Landon!
Hello.
Yeah!
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, given your time zone and latitude and state of medication.
Whoa.
Oh man.
Ew.
Well, I'd like to report that. Oh man, I'm so fucking high.
Mhm.
Wait, what? Who said that?
No.
Okay, hi.
Oh man,
What the hell?
fucking high.
That's funny.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm allegedly. I just had my booster. I'm a good citizen, so I'm all boosted up. So my
Yeah.
my 5G signal is fucking 5x5.
I do believe everybody in here is vaccinated. Well, almost everybody here.
Yeah, you probably have so much signal that you are being heard by Huawei.
I'm a fucking goddamn hotspot landed for 5G.
Well, I'm a Subaru.
No, I'm pretty happy. It seems that the Valium strategy is very effective. Because I popped 2, right, and then I thought, you know what? I popped 2 last time. I wonder how I feel by the time I popped 3. So I popped 3, and then I walked about a kilometre to the shops, and that kilometre walk to the shops, that really gets it flowing through your system. And by the time I got to the chemist, I really, really didn't give a shit about the upcoming needle, and I actually just sat down in a chair and rolled my sleeve up, and there's like 15 minutes later, she wandered over and she said, "Oh, you ready to go?" And I went, "Yep." And I felt the swab, and then I felt a slight bit of pressure on my arm. She walked away. I said, "Are we done?" And she went, "Yeah, mate." I'm like, "Wow,
Yeah, mate."
you're awesome." And then I called her a superhero. And the doctor a superhero. I said, "You guys are superheroes because you're saving people's lives. Thank you for mollycoddling a man-child and giving me the pills to help me sit down and get the needle." And they were just really glad that they got me through it all.
Attaboy. Attaboy.
Subaru. Landon.
Tell you what, just facing your fears is quite liberating. It's like, it's a very hard thing to do, but bite the bullet if you can. See even the categories for once. Holy shit.
Okay, Red Morgan.
Oh, shut up. Next time I'll take 4 Valium and come on, then you fucked. Jesus, I won't.
Tell him, Red.
Yeah, but at 4 you might not be able to figure out how to get online.
True.
I'll just,
Well, take 4 then.
let's do it.
Load it up at 3 and then take the 4th.
No, you want to preserve it for the next time you need a Pokebook.
Yeah, I got 2 spare.
I got two things. By the way, raising. I'm updating raising on something. I did break 31,000 since the show started. I actually made 200. I have made 200 followers in the time we started the show.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Hello there, Raisin Girl. Hi there, Two Guns, and of course your greatest ness, and above all, hello there, PIMPMUNK. Great PIMPMUNK, in fact. I would appreciate if you would present my best compliments to your mom.
I sure will. I'll punch her in her gut for you.
Oh
Wow.
no!
Wow.
She
Anyways.
will slap you upside your head.
She would. She's probably she had herself a drink of whiskey tonight. I think.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. She has a little.
Yeah. Little whiskey.
A little bit, I think.
I had a really nice shot of 10-year Lefroy, and it was just
Smoky.
smooth, but smoky, peaty, and I am doing fine. Not maybe as fine as Red Eye, but I'm doing fine.
There you go.
So is there a goal tonight?
Yeah, $300 is the go.
Wow.
Very large go. I reset it just a little bit ago, and we have made not one single penny.
That's
Man.
Maybe should offer something like somebody like fills the goal. You'll do a special TikTok, or maybe like you'll do like a movie hangout, or not a movie hangout, but maybe like watch a couple episodes of a show in the Discord if like the goal's filled.
So, John, if PIMPMUNK did a hangout for the substantial progress towards his goal, what movie would he need to watch?
I guess he could pick, or I mean, maybe
He could pick.
I don't know.
No,
I think
like I
you
said,
should watch,
next week we do have a movie night next week. So
I think you should watch Breaking the Waves. I'd like to see his reaction to that movie. That's a Lars von Trier film. That was his first movie.
I think I've seen it.
I would like him to watch Dark Star.
I'm not
Terms
sure.
of Endearment.
I've seen that some bitch.
What did you
You
think?
have
of it?
not, or you
It's a
have?
good movie.
Yeah.
Dark Star?
No, Terms of Endearment. I'm not sure if I've ever seen Dark Star. I don't think I have actually.
You would know if you've seen Dark Star. It's one of those movies that
Yeah.
you go like, it's a WTF movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got a WTF movie for you. The insidiously evil Dr. Skullhead Face, starring Gwar and Jello Biafra from the Dead Kennedys.
Jello
And-
Viagra.
Jello Biafra from the Dead Kennedys, the singer from the Dead Kennedys, is in this movie with Gwar, and it is. If you're a Gwar fan, you've
Which
probably
I'm not.
seen it. Well, I might have to make you watch it just to make you sit through one of the most fucked up movies. Only Gwar fans like this shit. The rest of humanity go, no, that's where you are just fucking wrong. Gwar are a fucking really fucking awesome band.
Before, guy. Me and you have argued about this shit before, and you lost them, and you'll lose again.
I never lost shit. You're just demonstrably fucking wrong saying Gwar shit. There's no argument. You're just fucking wrong, dickhead.
You look like Rev.
I thought Gwar was a basically classic group. I mean,
They
I
put on a
think,
good show.
like
I've
a
been to
classic
one.
group.
I don't give a fuck if you've been to two. They still suck.
Gwar have released some of the most epic fucking albums. They put on the most epic live
You
shows,
can't
and
understand what the fuck they say.
That shit
yes, you
is
can.
funny.
Nitro Burning Funny Bong is fucking just the most fucking awesome album. Odorous' last album was no.
Ooh.
That's not Gwar. You're thinking of someone else at that point. You've confused Gwar with maybe Deicide or fucking Morbid Angel. I don't know, but Gwar are funny as fuck. Look, where else are you going to find a song about a dude who fucks a midget who happens to have AIDS? Only in Gwar's album, fucking Ragnarok, actually.
wrote about eight of those songs.
But I think Tim should watch Hamilton. That's actually my pick. What?
Gwar is such an acquired taste, and I was introduced to it years ago. Scumdogs of the Universe, and I had every album, and just before I moved, some piece of fucking shit stole most of my Gwar fucking collection. I'm back to about 6 tracks. I got Scumdogs again, but whoever that was, you're probably not listening, but fuck you to the moon and back, and I hope you fall over and you fucking decapitate yourself on one of those CDs, you prick.
It was an
That's like
accident.
whoever stole my antidepressant pills. I hope you're fucking happy.
So,
The moral of this, sorry, I just want to butt in. The moral of this story is never steal a man's Gwar CD collection. That's a low blow.
Very rude.
But stealing stuff's a good way to save money.
Shut the fuck up, John.
So
Let me come
Just
over
saying
here.
we're in
I'll
hard
your
times
closet
and-
right
Landon wants
next
to say something. Landon wants to speak.
well, I was gonna say, I'm thinking, for helping try to people to donate, what might you do? And while you're doing that, I understand that, for example, you do a lot of stuff on TikTok now.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm actually getting more successful on TikTok, and I'm starting to pay a lot of attention to TikTok because they actually share my videos, and I'm actually getting
Wow.
attention. Yeah, I'm actually getting, and also, yes, they are strict. They do have strict rules, but when they do get you get any kind of trouble, they will respond to your emails.
Wow. Wow. I mean,
Very
customer
rebel.
service? What kind of lunacy is that?
Yeah, I mean, even if they say, well, because they actually banned my account at one point, and I appealed it, and then they said, oh, we're sorry, you shouldn't have been banned.
So yeah, as I say, I have agreed not to talk about somebody, so I won't
Yeah.
say anything. But
Fuck her! Fuck her!
but
No, they,
as I
them,
say,
they, them, they,
Um,
them.
yeah, it's a but I do remember a number of years ago you being very irritated about TikTokers.
Yeah, but yes, very true. And I've talked about this before. That was before the pandemic hit. Okay, because at one point it was all little kids dancing, and that's what it was. Then
Yeah.
when the pandemic hit, the adults were stuck at home, bored, didn't have anything to do. They all got on TikTok, and that's when TikTok blew up and became like the #1 fucking app in the world.
So
And now there is so
yeah,
many
yeah.
different. Everybody's still stuck. A lot of people are still stuck. Oh, it's just for kids, but that's not true. You can ask Trubisky. There's so many
Well,
different categories.
Just be the youngster.
Well, I have an idea. Like to get people to fill the goal, maybe you could do like a karaoke video,
No,
their choice, or dance video.
I got something. If you shut the fuck up.
Thank you, Pimp.
If I double the go, this is if I double it, because this is a big thing. I will do the yin yang beard. And what that is half black, half solid white.
You know, this show needs, and I can't believe I'm about to fucking say this shit. This is definitely the Valiant talking. Pimp Isha hasn't been on a while. Oh god, I already regret saying that.
Well, I'll add that to it. If we make the regular go, I mean the original goes, which is 300, I will do that. I'll bring Pimp Isha on next week.
And I'll come on and let her basically sexually assault me verbally like she does every fucking time, because she is a skanky skank. It's like
That's why I hear. But you know.
Also, I'll add this to it too. Next week, if we make the goal, next week, one night of the week next week, I don't know what night yet, but me and Trubisky will do switch the roles. And what that means is the whole episode, Trubisky has to act like PIMPMUNK, and I have to act like Trubisky.
damn. Oh, two things. Hold on, just two things. Number one, just see Trip in chat. Just wanted to say, apologise to Trip. He knows why. Sorry about that a few weeks ago. I fucking yelled at him.
Fuck you, Trip, you bastard.
Nah, and I want to congratulate Monty and Hannibal, because yesterday they kicked fucking ass and raised enough money. They will be appearing on a certain Drunken Peasants episode. Now, I don't want to steal too much thunder, but I just wanted to say congratulations to those two guys, because they put in a fucking huge effort. 11 hours and 40 fucking minutes of streaming. So, well fucking done, dudes. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Well, they're a class act, even though they may not agree with it. But they're good folk. You should.
Viva la caca.
I've been getting tons of messages about that too. About like, am I going to that episode of DP? I cannot go. I'm not going to Seattle for that episode. I'm not doing it.
Now, Pimp, do you have any other characters outside of Pimpisha?
Yeah.
I'm saying maybe you should cosplay as some other kind of character. Get people to entice people to fill the goal.
Okay.
Make up a new character.
All right, I got one.
What's that?
The character name is Mon Jorgen.
Oh.
Yes. And what would Mon Jorgen do for
annoy the fuck out of people?
Aww. Chip is sweet.
I'm on Jorgen.
There you go, Red. He
Is
heard
it going to
you.
be like some kind of hyperbolized nerd stereotype?
No, it's just you.
No.
Cheers, Trish.
Oh. So, anyway, but anyway, so Raisin, I guess you're there. How you been doing? How are things?
I am okay.
Wow.
Mostly
You
the
say
same
that with
stuff.
such conviction. It sounds like you really are okay.
Life can be challenging. I try to live it every day with grace.
There you go.
Good.
I fail, but I get back up and try again the next day.
Yeah, life sucks.
Actually,
How have you been, Landon?
I've been doing not so bad. I mean, I feel healthy. I've been learning and trying to figure out how to live with people, and I got some friends over that are making things interesting, fun stuff. I've been doing a lot of coding and been pretty busy. And yeah,
Oh, what have you been coding?
I have been doing writing a lot of C code, and although I'm also contemplating some to shell script, a lot of C code stuff, a lot of stuff on GitHub. Quite active.
Well, John, he could go into details, but then a CIA black van will be
Oh.
pulling up out front of your house, and then your house will explode. So, just don't ask too many questions.
Doing a bunch of deep
good.
web
And
stuff.
I have been getting better at not having my keyboard squeal.
Oh, that's just a blatant lie. I have witnessed the atrocities that have been taking place, these cyber crimes. There's going to be an inquiry. It's all going to come out in the wash. You just wait and see. It's like, I don't know. The Hague's booked me in for I'm testifying.
Yeah.
we live in
Well, I will submit 2 questions as soon as Boris Johnson submits to a inquiry on integrity.
Yeah, but before he attends the inquiry, he's going to have a garden party at 10 Downing Street.
2.
Yeah, but only if you bring a cake on him.
Your mask can be made of cake. That's the whole trick of it. It's like they're not actually masks; they're just slapping cake in their fucking faces constantly.
So people don't understand. We're talking about Tories, and Tories are Republicans that are actually posh.
Like in Australia, we've got this reference for people like that. We call them shit cunts.
Pommies. Yes.
Pommies are fine. Now hold on. I want to clarify here. Pommies are fucking great. Love Poms. Poms are awesome. Make great TV like Doctor Who and all that sort of shit. Boris and his party of conservative fucktards, and not even all of them, because there's about half of them now that are telling him to fuck off as well. So they see the writing on the wall. So there are people with integrity there, but there are Boris and his sycophants
I feel like
who
I don't
are
agree
a pack of shit cunts.
Maybe
the Tory posh guy,
yeah, maybe the Queen of England should use her power to dissolve Parliament to get rid of Boris.
Yeah, but she's impotent. In more ways than one.
I'm impotent. Sabisky's impotent.
Yeah, super.
Extremely.
Uh,
We do impotent better than anybody.
Impotent.
Impotent.
Impotency.
You shut up, Morgan, with your little
Yeah.
nipples sticking out of your shirt.
You wish you had like pectoral muscles like me.
Yeah, but that's because you use those shake weights to
Yeah.
as seen on South Park.
Damn, Gene.
He does the doggy style position for his boyfriend.
whoa, Gene, is
No,
this true?
That's Mr. Flav.
Hey, I never used the shake weight. Somebody at my job just bought it. The Secret Santa. They got it for me as a gag gift.
But I have seen you use them.
Yeah, to be funny.
And it was a great effect. I'm just, I didn't say they were not funny. I was just saying I've seen you use them. So
Yeah.
I don't think it's
So
really the best way to wear your biceps, though.
You don't know, John. You're not a goddamn expert.
your shake weights weren't as active as the ones they had in South Park. That's the important part.
That's true. That's true, John Morgan.
That's an assertion.
You're an insertion.
You're a towel.
Yeah. He's in snake weights is the new upgrade.
Yeah. So how are we gonna get some tips? Come on.
Man, it ain't happening. I'm heartbroken over here, man.
I really think to make the goal, you should watch Hamilton. That's it's on Disney Plus. It's a Broadway play, but it's hip hop.
Yeah, I know what Hamilton is. Yeah. Hamiltonians are really interesting mathematical devices. I recommend them.
Hamiltonian.
Yes. Whoa. Hamiltonian. Look it up.
Look it up.
Is that a Pokemon?
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyways, tip, we do need, I actually need this pretty bad, so if you can help, I appreciate it. And Shabisky's a bitch.
Like the coolest of all the bitches.
Yeah, you are a pretty cool bitch.
I'm the greatest. I'm Gene. Gene, what are you doing over there, buddy? You doing okay? Doing all right?
I'm fine.
All right, just making sure.
I'm just tired because it's like 1:30 and I woke up at like 6 o'clock this morning.
You're being a bitch.
You woke up at 6 o'clock yesterday morning.
Yeah.
How do you know morning? You might have been asleep by the time you woke up.
Yeah. Jean.
Yeah, the annoying thing is they still make you, even though you can do your work anytime throughout the day because you're working at home now, they still make you like check in, like your email and everything at 9.
Well, your boss doesn't want you to have more fun than he does, or she does.
I think it's because they know that if they start allowing people to just work at their own pace, then people will probably like screw up their sleeping schedule and their circadian rhythm, and will interfere with productivity.
You might actually become productive.
Yes.
You might even actually have a life, and that probably those two things might not be in.
You have that.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
I don't know what the hell Raisin's doing to her, but I'm hearing everything she's doing.
Get that out of your mouth, Raisin.
I think she thought she muted.
You don't know where it's been, but yeah. So let's see. Other thing I could say is we're seeing for in terms of cats, we certainly heard from Chairman Meow, but I guess Shavizi's cat is.
Speaking of that, Landon, did you see what I got for Jack?
No, tell me.
I got him. I got him a hat, cowboy hat.
A cowboy.
Yeehaw!
A kitty cat, hat.
Mm-hmm. Have you tried to get him to wear it yet?
Yeah, just for a second to see how he look, and it even comes with a little bandana for the kitty.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow. That's it. Maybe if people tipped, you might give them a preview. Maybe.
Yeah, I could maybe do such a thing. Put the hat on the cat.
I'll see somebody said, what was it, Monday? That I'm going to tip you Thursday. Somebody said that, but I ain't going to say who it was.
I want other people to tip.
I'm not on meth anymore. Rick Sanchez is not on meth anymore.
So that's a good thing. So Ray Sanchez is not on meth. So therefore, Ray Sanchez probably has money to tip.
There you go.
Oh,
Give
So
me your
Larry,
meth.
Ray tip is former meth money.
Give me your meth. Give me your meth money, Rick.
I think we should make it so inspire everyone to just tip any sort of amount. And if you just get everyone to tip, even if they tip $1, you're able to follow through with some kind of a reward.
Yeah, even $3.50.
Yeah, but you got to make the goal to get the reward. The reward.
Yeah, that's otherwise. Yeah, but you know, you could certainly along the way encourage people as they're working towards the goal.
They can tip whatever the fuck they want. I've always said that.
I mean,
But
he would not object if someone tipped 10 times the goal.
man, yeah, I tell you what, I would be happy son of a bitch.
I'm saying you can have 2 different rewards based on if you get everyone in the chat to give some tip, you give one smaller reward, but if they achieve the goal, you give an even more enticing reward.
Gene, you're being weird.
Well, this go
Being
goes
weird,
to the
Gene.
bill. By the way, this go does go to the bills. That's what it's going for. So it's bill money. Help with the bill money.
I'm being rude, Shabisky.
I said you're being weird.
How am I being weird?
He's being weirdly
I'm just trying to
rude.
think of ways we could get people to tip.
Sounds reasonable.
No, it's not, Landon. Stop it.
Oh.
Stop.
Tell him
That's
to
delusion.
tell John. Tell him you'll give $10 for every dollar they tip.
Well, how about I'll give $10 for every tip?
So for every tip, you'll give $10.
For every one person who tips.
That ain't what you said originally.
Okay, well, I'm specifying even more.
Okay.
So if someone tips $3.50, he'll donate $10.
Yeah.
Somebody, yeah, is it somebody? He'll every time someone tips, he'll donate $10.
Yeah, and yeah.
I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to go wander into my kitchen and look for something that I'm not quite sure what it is yet. But if I find it, I'll let you know.
Don't lie.
And Sabisky will give 20 for every tip.
Don't lie. I'm poor. I spent all my money on cat hats.
Cat hat.
Yeah.
Cat hats and your desk.
Yeah?
Speaking of that, maybe you could rent out part of your desk so that you can use that money to tip.
Yeah.
Gene, you want to rent part of my desk? You can rent the
I already
like,
have
right
a decent
half.
desk.
Yeah, but my desk is better. It's more decent.
I think it's excessive.
You're excessive.
You're a
Shut
towel.
up. You're a towel.
No, you're a towel.
No, you're a towel. You're an excessive towel, Gene.
Anyway, I need to empty my bladder, so I'll be right back.
Oh, that's hot, Gene. Thanks for letting us know. But
We ain't got
I'd
but like
advise his
20
bladder is
minutes,
full,
by
but-
the way.
Yeah.
So we got to make these tips. I mean, come on,
Yeah.
people.
You can do it.
oh, damn.
Be the tipper. Be like Tipper.
Be the
Ban
tip.
something.
You can do it. Let's see. Desk long for membership. Landon makes my day. There you go.
He makes all of our days.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, well, thank you kindly. Thank you kindly.
We
Thank
need
you
to all
kindly.
give him
Thank you kindly.
kisses. Let's all circle around Landon and give him kisses, guys. Come on.
Aw.
What are you doing, Raisin?
I hate Raisin. She's such a freaking C word.
I like Raisin. Raisin's good.
I hate her. She's the worst type of folk.
He's pretty bad people.
She even showed you her swastika tattoos, Landon. You don't know the real Raisin. You don't know her like I do.
believe-
She's got them. She's
Well,
got,
Raisin, we actually had dinner together.
Did she show you her
More
tits?
one.
That's where the swastika tattoos are.
I no,
They're
it was
right on the
not-
nips.
That did not happen. That
She
did not
has
do that.
those. I'm not even joking. They're real.
What breasts?
No, she has fake tits for sure. No, no, she she has swastika tattoos on her titties. It's true. They're swastika tits. It's true.
The worst kind of tits.
The worst kind of
Wow.
tits.
Swasted.
Swastika tits. Oh damn. Gene,
What's
you,
that?
You want to suck on a swastika tit, Gene?
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, that is unhygienic.
Very
Yeah, I agree, Gene. If there wasn't a swastika, it'd be really hygienic and just fine, right, Gene? That swastika
If it's
really
a Buddhist
makes it dirty.
swastika, it would be hygienic. Nazi swastika. Yeah.
You're a
Should believe it is.
Buddhist.
You're a towel.
Whoa.
You're a towel.
You're a whore. What are you doing, Raisin? We heard everything you was doing.
Apparently, my microphone wasn't connected right.
Mm,
Ah,
It was going through my earbud.
we heard you murdering kids.
You did.
Yeah,
The whole world heard it.
with plastic bags and drawers.
yeah.
Oh,
Is
sinister.
that like a Porg plushie in the background?
A what?
Is it a Porg or a Pog or whatever?
When I bought it, it was labeled a sloth. You
Oh.
call it what you want.
Label
No,
of what?
what is it? Those aliens in one of the more recent Star Wars films.
Mm-hmm. I know what you're talking about. The little chicken
Yeah.
things.
The cheese thing.
Yeah, I hated that Star Wars movie. I think it's even worse than the. Well, I actually haven't seen the third one in the last trilogy. I just
Really?
decided that, you know what, got bad reception, even worse reception than the second one, and the second one I thought was pretty bad. Solo, I
Yeah.
thought was okay. I actually liked that more than any of the other recent Star Wars movies.
Okay.
You're lying.
He is lying.
You are.
So here we go. We got 17 minutes, guys. Please consider different if you can. About that stupid thing in the butt years ago, said Morty. I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know what that means.
Bit that thing. Oh,
Boom.
they don't know what he's talking about.
Stop going
You
around
might be
biting
talking
butts,
about,
Morty. The
Mm.
hell?
You talking about seeing the movie?
Oh, Landon likes that idea. He's like,
I do.
This sounded like you were pretty interested in some butt biting. I don't blame you. Butts are cool.
Mm.
Mmm.
Butts are all
Butts. Yummy. Butts.
But
But.
What's a coordinating conjunction?
This is
what is
why.
it coordinating?
Oh my god.
What's that?
What is it coordinating?
It's one of those commas that, or one of those conjunctions that's used to connect to independent clauses when you use a comma in the coordinating conjunction.
You are correct.
Yeah, which you don't do with like what is a subordinating conjunction? Yeah,
A what?
a subordinating conjunction.
So coordinating is it would be something like you say, this thing happened, but an unexpected thing came as a result. Came about as a result. That would be an example of.
For and
Coordinating
or
conjunction.
yet or so. I believe those are all. And certain relative pronouns can be used as coordinating conjunctions depending on the context.
For example,
Wow.
Which, who, whom, whose.
You keep on talking like that, you're gonna have to tip big.
You don't like
you know,
discussing grammar?
back in
Think
the
people.
early 19th century, which was used as a what commonly is a coordinating conjunction. Like if
Yeah,
somebody
so-
said, the boss said, get yourself over here. The response would be, which I am a common, aren't I? Right? It's used that which is a coordinating conjunction where it's joining is implied. So it's called implied coordinating conjunction.
Yeah, the rules for
Alright,
commas
John.
are very what?
John, hold on. If a man walked up to you and said, proper job that is, what would your response be?
If they said what?
Proper job that is.
I'd say thank you, I guess.
I'm not sure that thank you is what they're looking for when they would say proper job that is.
Oh, proper job that is, or proper job it is?
That is.
Well, if they just walked up to me and said it randomly, I think it would be kind of common.
Well, assuming that there's some context of the job. What's the context?
You gotta be like, thank you, laddie, or whatever, Gene. That's to be your response. Come on, Gene, get with the program. Everybody talks weird around here now. Come on.
Say proper job that is.
If you just say thank you, they won't understand you.
Yeah. So for example, you could say proper job that is in an ironic way, like boss man screws somebody, and someone responds saying proper job.
Proper job that is. Or, but if they fixed a tractor and they're standing next to it and they're looking rather pleased with themselves, and you walk up to them and they just look at the tractor and they go, proper job that is.
See,
That
right,
means that
yeah.
they think they've done a fucking great job on fixing that tractor, and then you should say, yep, proper job.
Say, right, yo.
You see?
Chip,
There
chip,
it is.
cheerio.
That's a case of their versus using an ironic thing of basically somebody getting screwed over.
Oh, damn.
Which you wouldn't say proper job. You would say something more like what would you say? I would think you'd say something like in the case of ironic stuff, you might say yeah, 'tis a shame.
It's an inside joke I'm not aware of.
Well, you see, and the things of saying proper job, it could be done in the positive, in the affirmative, saying, someone's proud of what they've done, and so you would respond back with proper job, versus somebody's been worked over in a really horrid way, and you would say proper job that is being that this person got screwed, and you wouldn't sit there and say proper job because you'd be agreeing with the. Presumably, it's being brought up because the person there is either alarmed at somebody getting screwed over, or disapproval, right? And so you might say, "Yeah, right, shame." If it was proper job, is referring to something that was horrible. So it's one of those statements which could be used, depending on context, in the positive, as in really well done task, or the negative being really screwed over.
Well, proper job that is.
Proper job.
It's sort of like saying, "Yes, sir."
Okay.
Context matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, context is important.
I'm important, John.
You're a toe.
And nobody's tipping me.
And they're a toe.
Gene's a
We're not
That's extremely sad.
People need to support Pimp more.
They do.
It's like Shab's Discord, Pimp's Discord, and like we're like a little online family. You gotta support our little online community.
Let's not go that far and say we're family. I'm not these fuckers people's family.
Oh, damn.
I
Just
am,
love pimp.
I am their entertainer, and that's it. No, I'm joking. I'm kidding, Red Eye. Calm down.
I will not calm down.
So we got
So
9
actually-
minutes and we haven't made no tips. This fucking sucks.
Yeah. So you went to the kitchen to get something. What'd you get?
Yeah, I forgot. It's like I think I ate it on the way back, and it's like it's ancient history. No, I don't know.
How do you know
It
you
was-
got something? You may have been gotten high.
Oh, we did. Wait a minute. I did just get a tip from somebody on PayPal.
I better go and check the pill bottle.
I'm sitting here. 2 guns.
Hey.
Oh,
He
2
gave-
guns.
Gave
I got-
50.
I got this.
Well, thank you. So
Fuck yeah.
proper job that is.
Oh yeah.
Proper job, Red Eye.
And he did
You
it
caught me
direct
off
through
quick.
PayPal to where it don't take no money too. So that's a good way to do it.
Oh, extra.
Proper job again.
Oh, I finished again.
What did you do?
You did a proper job.
PayPal.
Ah.
Yeah, he did a proper job.
You did a proper job. He did.
Yeah, I did a proper job. That is, I got
That is.
Oh, yeah.
You give me a job, I'm gonna do a
Gonna
prop.
do the proper job.
Yeah. Now you need to do a proper job, Red Eye, and give me 500.
Except, if you say 500, he might give you $500 dues, which is
Yeah. You'd actually owe me money at that point, just the exchange rate. Now it all fucking works. You'd probably have to pay $1.25 to your government just for having to deal with dollary dues.
That is true. I've never come across. I've come across currency that is virtually worthless. I've never come across currency as a negative value.
Yeah, look, it's like New Zealand's dollar's on par with us, and that shouldn't happen, but it did. So we're kind of fucked at this point.
Yes, we
Just-
are.
Just take your American money and come down here because you just get like a whole bucket load more. I think it's like, what's the exchange rate right now? It's around 70 cents a dollar. So for every dollar you bring down, you get $1.30 Australian.
There you go.
That's pretty good.
Just don't go and buy anything that's.
You just stay out of the major metropolitan cities and you won't get utterly fucking ripped off.
Yeah, you don't want to go to Australia to buy things that. Australia.
I want to buy a raisin.
They charge them double this.
No.
GP
That's it.
$1,000.
Proper job, airbody.
Somebody came through with a 50. Said proper job.
That was me.
But Jane coming. Oh, what a sweetie.
Oh.
Thank you,
That was a
John.
proper job, Jane.
Proper job that is, Gene.
Proper job, Jane.
Proper job.
I'm gonna give you a good proper job after this, Jane.
That's hot.
Yeah, Jane. Bring the lube, Jane.
Yeah, yeah.
That's so funny, Shad.
But yes, you can get
What?
some good bargains in Australia if you buy Australia.
What'd you say about my wiener, Landon?
You can get a proper job if you stay on location.
Why does it sound like you're away now? Did you walk away?
You walked away.
The fuck's your problem, Landon? Get back over here.
Well, I
God
guess I'm
damn it.
somewhere else. Sorry.
He ran away. Stop trying to get away from us, Landon. God.
Sorry, trademark Canada.
Sorry.
I can't do the accent though. I don't have the right head shape thing. You need a head that kind of flops up and down.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Sure,
You're just not Canadian enough.
they snort maple syrup. That's how they get that accent. It's just like
It's sort of
That's hot.
They wiped their ass with maple.
look, I'm not trying to start shit with Canada here. I was just trying to be funny. Come on, Pim, come on.
I'm trying to start sitting with them.
Xenophobic, Pim. That's
Right,
racist.
except except for those sovereign citizens that decide that they want to basically clog the streets because they're mad at their sovereignty or something.
Well, here's what.
They've been happening in Australia too.
Yeah, look, we got the Sovs here too, and there's plenty of footage of them. One of my favourite ones is this fucking dickhead's driving along in his hotted up V8 Commodore, and he blows through a random breath test station. He just starts going, "No, I'm a free man on the land. They're not going to touch me." And within like 30 seconds, the much more powerful pursuit vehicles have already caught up to this guy's shitbox, and just surrounded him, got him at a set of lights, and he refused to open his window. And unlike the Americans that go through 20 minutes of polite conversation, the fucking sergeant that was in charge of that thing, as soon as he got there, he just was, "You getting out of the car?" And the dude went, "No." He said, "Smash the fucking window." And they smashed this dude's window and dragged him out straight through the busted window. It was fucking great. Fuck sovereign citizens. They're all a pack of fucking idiots.
Yeah, if he wants to be a sovereign citizen, he should move to Antarctica, or have an artificial island built like in international waters.
Well, no, they need to stop listening
Have
to
an
fucking
artificial island built? How do you go about doing that? What is this, Dexter's Laboratory or something?
Hey, China make them.
Dexter's Laboratory.
Like, what is this?
No, hey, Chabby, the Chinese have been making them in the fucking China scene.
Yeah.
Now. They've built fucking dozens of them.
Of course, but what schmuck can pull this off?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's
that.
Sponge
Rich
built.
people get islands made, like in Dubai.
Well, let's go
and
build a
that's
Shab
all
Island and shit,
Exactly.
or a wood island. Let's do it.
Inconvenient.
What does it cost? $50 or something to get your own artificial island started?
Actually,
Do
no,
it.
hold on. Did you see in China there was a very similar project to the Palm Islands done by what's the big real estate group that's just basically imploding over there right now? They made all of these fucking islands. They built 4 bridges over, and it turns out they may have bribed some local officials. Well, Beijing got wind of it. They built 50-something high-rise buildings. We're talking 20-plus stories. People were ready to move into these fucking things. Beijing come along and went, corrupt stuff went on here, right? Knocked down 2 of those bridges, and you guys have got, I think it was, they gave them 10 days to demolish all of the fucking high-rises. They ain't fucking around there. And the islands in Dubai, in 20 years, they're going to be very shallow coral reefs with what was left of people's houses on them, and it's going to be fucking hilarious.
Now, one thing, like in the Suez Canal, like while ago, like Egypt and Israel had some kind of conflict, and they cut off the Suez Canal, and there were like 6 giant, like,
200 make it go, by the way.
but there were like 6 frigate ships from different countries that all kind of came together, and for like a few months, they pretty much were like their own little like town or city. So maybe you should do that. You should get like a bunch of like giant ships, go into international waters, dock them all together, and form your own little sovereign state. Yeah.
That does not work out well. They tried that on the abandoned radio. Like there was a surplus World War II installations off the coast of England, and they actually, Landon will know about this. They started up a pirate radio station in one.
Yeah.
And that shit was fucking cool. Like, they got out of just outside of the jurisdiction of where I think the BBC could actually fuck with them legally, and they got onto this rig and just started broadcasting, and it was rather hard for people to get on to stop them from doing it.
Sealand.
Oh, you know about it. There you go. That shit was that's a cool story.
A bunch of people, from Germany, they tried to fly in and seize control of it because there's no jurisdiction, and they ended up fighting them off and captured them, and like a German diplomat went to Britain because they were trying to like negotiate for their release, and Britain's like, oh, it's in international waters, so they actually had to send an ambassador there to try to like bargain for their release.
Yeah, look, so there's a guy that's tried to start a micronation in Western Australia, and it went on for, the guy did it, and then his son took over. They recently capitulated after decades of fighting, and they have to pay millions of dollars in back taxes. They printed their own money. They had their own passports. You can still go over there, and it's like this little micro state in Australia. It's just, and it became a tourist attraction. And I do believe there are similar things in America where the dudes should just declare themselves a micro state.
Microstates. They have conventions and everything.
They're fucking great, dude. They have kings. It's just brilliant.
The well-known one here is Mollassia, and I think it's in like Arizona. And
is that the one that Channel Awesome did a thing with?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, was that dude in that movie with all those gaming dudes? Was he legit?
Yeah, he's a micronation.
Oh, that's epic.
Yeah, and he's pretty he's pretty odd.
You're odd.
Like that general outfit he wears it everywhere like in town.
You're a towel, Gene.
Yeah.
Come on, folks. Got to see a couple of more donations.
Yeah,
let's do this.
We do.
Yeah, we're gonna have to end the show though. So. Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah. Cause Shab's got to go do his thing.
Yeah, I've been streaming on Twitch, and I'm trying to be careful who I have on as a guest, because I don't want anybody to say something bad. You should come on with me, Landon, sometime soon on Twitch.
Oh.
You don't say anything bad.
I'm not allowed on Twitch with chat.
Yeah, I don't want you. I'm gonna get banned in like the first 3 minutes of the stream with Red Eye. Goddamn.
Well, I got a restream, and I was thinking of streaming on Twitch, but then, like, I looked into, like, okay, maybe I can avoid the, like, the triggers that cause you to have your account banned, and pretty much they said, if you're doing anything outside of, like, gaming, and if you're not talking about, like, casual things, if you talk about anything divisive, like, politics or, like, religion, you're pretty much going to get banned. It doesn't matter how formal you are. Just if you go into that territory, it's pretty much a death sentence.
You're gonna get banned.
Banned, motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
Well, it wasn't. No, hold on. Chank's cousin. Oh, Wankle, Spankle, whatever.
Spank.
Crank.
Spank yogurt.
Yeah, Spank Yogurt. That's his fucking name. Right now, Spank's cousin or fucking nephew or whatever his fucking name is.
Osama bin Laden.
Dipshit can't keep my mouth shut when I'm on a fucking live stream. He was saying some blatantly racist shit. That's why he got shit canned. But he talked about politics for quite a while. While as long as you're playing a video game and you're not going to the extreme left or the extreme right, and you're trying to have a civil conversation that's not too spicy, I don't think Twitch give a shit anymore. It's like, come on, they'll chick yeeted a fucking cat, she stayed. Chicks that aren't wearing any clothes and they've got a layer of fucking body paint, they're cool. So I'm pretty sure if Shab wandered into a casual conversation about a subject that was political and it wasn't like a spicy meatball, I don't think he'd get in trouble. Because Shab's,
I don't know, dude.
as long as we're Shab's not a very fucking controversial dude when he's talking about stuff. He's got some pretty reasonable views. He's not like fucking you or me who come out with some really spicy takes on shit. I think he'd be fine, but
Me with a spicy take? What the fuck are you talking
Nah, you know, you've never had a spicy take. Quickly looks back at PIMPMUNK's channel. Holy fucking shit, look at them spicy takes.
Yeah, I'm not as controversial as that old bastard Landon.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Landon,
Guilty as
Landon shaves his balls and eats his hair and his chili cheese fries.
Look,
That
plenty-
angle, your beard looks so red.
What?
Yes, it is definitely, and the glasses too.
Yeah.
I know you should dye your hair like green to match the chroma key
But-
backdrop, and then turn
Well,
on.
Well, this YouTube does not show the proper color of the hair, by the way. You look at the TikTok videos, you can see it, but anyway.
Yeah. But I noticed, you know, on your glasses photo, there, PIMPMUNK, that you didn't go for the John Morgan look.
No.
Oh, you don't like my glasses, Landon.
No, I did not say I disliked it. I said he didn't for your look. He chose a different look.
Yeah, I chose a different.
Do you not like my look,
I
PIMPMUNK?
have nothing against your glasses.
No.
I'm just saying.
No, I'm not being serious.
I chose the cheapest frame, one of the cheapest frames I could find. That's what I chose. But I like them though. They're stylish. They're all right.
Can you see?
Yeah. Yeah, I can see. I got the. It's hard to get used to the bifocal thing, but yeah, I'm getting used to it.
You'll get used to it. You'll get used to it.
They're shaped like conventional sunglasses, so it's not like you're wearing a fucking pair of glasses from the 1960s like old mate Michael Douglas from when he played the defense character, and just what was that, Falling Down or whatever? He just fucking lost his shit. That movie. If you haven't seen, have you guys watched that on a movie night?
Not on a movie night. No, not that I'm.
Oh, dude, because a lot of the younger folks might not have seen it. That is a real, like, he plays such a fucking good character that just reaches a breaking point and just snaps.
It's a good movie. It's a good movie.
It is a great movie. He plays such a fucking good part in that.
Well, we're gonna have to go because Sebastian's gotta go do his Twitch thing. I do appreciate everybody.
Twitch.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody watching, and I appreciate the couple of tippers we had. I appreciate it very much. Make sure you check out tomorrow night's show. And make sure you check out Shabisky on Twitch. Make sure you check out our TikToks. Make sure you check out John Morgan's show. It's a pedestrian podcast. I forget.
Cool stuff. Cool stuff.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
And yeah, that's it.
And Red Eyes High.
Yeah, and Shabby doesn't want to talk to me. So he comes in.
You smell.
I do, and I still need $200 to make that go. So do it now, even after the show ends.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
If you love me, you'll do it. Because I need it. Bye.
Ciao.